pants that Hammer used to wear when he and designed and traveled around the world twice on 2 world tours doing my magic.
Thank you.
Well, some years back, they were doing some blood tests and they found that I had an enlarged valve in my heart, which is hereditary amongst my family of Parkers. Being I am one of the last Parkers in the family, they've all perished because of the heartbeat. So they caught it, they found it, and they monitored it. They monitored it for years, for some years. In 2017, 24, I was walking my dog, my service dog, as I normally do, and my heart began to palpitate quickly. As I was coming down the hill, it was massive palpitations of my heart. I had a friend at my house that was preparing for work, and I called him. I said, man, something's going on with my heart. I don't know what it is. He said, I'm going to call a paramedic. All right. I said, I'm in front of the Academy of Art. As I remember, I got to the Academy of Art, and I passed out. My valve had imploded. 98% of the people that have that condition passed. I fell flat on my face, which was God's gift, because when I did so, the blood came out of my mouth instead of going inside of my body, which drowned me to death. As I lay for the paramedics, my dog sat on my back, made sure no one would touch me, using something else very protective. And I remember getting into the paramedics, and that's all I recollect. When they finally got me to the hospital, I was DOA. Dead on arrival, and I remember when God said, boom, I'm going to wake this man up and let him speak on this miracle to God's people. My heart began to slowly pump. It didn't know how and why, and it began to pump stronger as I began to come to. I saw people all around my bed, and those were just doctors. So I thought, when I finally came to, I had 7 tubes in my body. They had put me in straps, and they told me that the circumstance was very serious, that I was being held alive by artificial circumstances. I told them, I feel fine, I'm ready to go. I'm not a hospital person, and I just felt perfectly fine. They said, well, you sign these papers, and if you leave the hospital, your heart will stop. So you're gonna have to have surgery immediately. Now this is me waking up and going and walking my dog, not recognizing that, you never know what could possibly happen, But God is a miracle worker. God favored me. He loves me, and I always love God. So I went the next day and had open heart surgery, and they repaired the valve. 5 years later, it enlarged again to the point where it was like 6.5. Normal heart is 3.4. So you can see that it's almost double. They told me again that it was going to burst. And again, if it burst, they told me that I would perish. So I said to the doctors, because I know what God can do. I put my hands in God's hands. I will put my hands in hands because I believe that man is guided by God. Even though I know that a lot of doctors are more or less atheists, it doesn't matter. I am a believer of God, and I know what God did before, so I knew He was going to do it again. So I just said, okay, I'll have this operation, and I did. I was in and out. Before they knew it, they were like, Mr. Parker, you have to go and have, physical therapy. I said, well, I need physical therapy now. I'm ready to go. Like, okay, this is interesting. I said, well, you know what? I'm a believer of God. And God is guiding my steps. And God is waking me up and making me whole. And so as the storyline goes, at the end of it all, we only have God. We only have God. And God is our strength and our power and our light. The brightening of our light is all of our saints to keep their head up and to recognize that God's power exists now. In the 21st century, amongst technology, people tend to leave God and not recognize His strength and His power. For what He's done in the past, He shall do in this day. I am a walking miracle in the faith of the Lord. Thank you for this opportunity.